What is going on, YouTube? So we are back and we are prepping for another week of the Hyrox Games. At this point in time, we're going to have 1 to 2 weeks left. I publish videos every single Monday. But first of all, the delicious protein oatmeal recipe is right here. So essentially I'm just doing 2 days. I'm training once in the morning, normally some type of run, and then strength training along with a little bit more of Hyrox specific conditioning in the afternoon. So yeah guys, you know, I might not do as well as somebody has been training for months, but that's not what the whole point is. It's just to see how far that you can go, and it's when you create competition for other people and yourself is when you start getting away from mental clarity. So guys, in this episode I kind of want to highlight something different before we go off and train. So I've been on this little mini quest, you know, as you see on other, you know, if anybody's played video games, you've seen you have your main quest, you have your side quest. So I've had a little bit of an eating disorder caused from being in the military, and I'll explain exactly how we got there. So in 2019, I was at the highest of my highs. I had a really good job in the military. I was around 190 pounds. I was lifting heavy. I was running fast. I didn't have a care in the world. Then flash forward just a few months later, as you know, in 2020 was the beginning of COVID-19. I couldn't go anywhere. My grandpa died. I couldn't go back home to see him because of pandemic. The army didn't know what was going on to help protect their soldiers, which is protecting the force. And I totally understand. As a leader, I couldn't let my soldiers be scared of what was going on either. But as days and time just kind of wore on, I lost a lot of weight, I lost a lot of muscle mass. I went to the doctor, and then he diagnosed me with something, a mild case of bulimia nervosa, and that's basically not eating when you're supposed to. It started out very subtly. I was setting alarms to eat and drink water, and I thought that was normal. I thought that's what normal people do. But then my coworker started telling me, oh, you look skinny in the face, you should probably go eat something, and I just didn't think anything of it. Then I was just measuring my caloric intake. Some days I'll eat 500 calories and go and train and think that was okay. And then the other days, you know, I'll just binge eat, and it was just a dangerous cycle. And then on top of all that, I went to the field for 30 days where I just didn't eat consistently because I was in the field working at night. And it was just a cocktail for absolute disaster. But everybody's journey is different, so here's kind of what I suggest to get back on the track. One, if your symptoms are bad enough, definitely seek professional help, no matter how much you think you can manage it. Doctors and your dietitians will probably know better, because you're probably doing a little bit more damage than you think you are. Second thing that really helped me, especially during the pandemic when I couldn't see anybody. So there's this app called Doctors on Demand, and it's covered by most insurances. And what it does, you can talk to mental health experts, doctors, dietitians, if one's not available to you. This app became very prominent during the pandemic, and honestly it helped me a lot, because then when I was able to see my primary care provider again, I was already on the upkeep back in health. And I guess the last thing that I'm going to say, because I don't want to make this too long because I'm not an expert in it, but I have gone through it and I'm on the back heave of it, is you're not going to out-train your mental health. Find out what that stimulus is that's causing your body to do this, and address it immediately. Asking for help is never a bad thing, and it's a sign of strength. And I think a lot of people kind of misconstrue that, especially in COVID. Yeah, so guys, I know that was a lot, but if you're dealing with an eating disorder, you are not alone. Just talk to somebody. People can never help you if they don't know what's going on. So guys, with that being said, we are in Houston, Texas, and we are going to be going to Alphaland. Now, I'm not a fan of, you know, gyms that have social notoriety like this, but a buddy of mine invited me to come train with him, so that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do some strength training along with some more conditioning. Probably going to do the rower today. So yeah guys, let's get to it. But first, let's have a little bit of pre-workout nutrition. Okay guys, so quick rundown. I'm going to have a scoop and a half of Flight, the safe pre-workout, strawberry kiwi flavor, pretty good. Yeah, prime me for my weightlifting session. Now I'm going to elaborate on these two a little bit. Electrolytes, very important, right? So if you're not adequately hydrated or just drinking water all day without proper electrolytes in your food or in supplemental form, it's going to have a dip in what's called your blood volume, and that leads to dehydration, decreased performance, and that's just not just bad for performance, but it's bad for your health. Being dehydrated is bad for your organs, bad for your brain. So yeah, I will be an advocate of electrolytes because, to be 100% honest, I don't think I get enough in my food, but it's okay. You can always supplement. So, scoop of that. I'll have two scoops before the workout of Go on More Sport, sorry. And what that is, it's fast digesting carbs in the form of cluster dextrin, and it is good for longer workouts. As always, code Gonzalez, get you 10% off. Bear Performance Nutrition. Train safely with trusted and tested supplements. Let's train. Guys, as you can see, we're here at Alphaland, and I will be the first one to tell you I am not the type of dude to be paying $100 for a month for a membership, but I will give you a quick, abbreviated rundown of the whole facility for those that are interested. Alright, so big spacious lockers, especially for my gear and cam equipment. Okay, that's kind of a plus. Alright peeps, bear with me here, trying to give you like the bare bones rundown because I still got to work out. So, they got the retail store here. Motto right there, I always respect the company that has core values. Okay, so they got like this big forum, and over there we got Alpha Eats. And yeah, next please. 3D Energy here, sour strips here. Actually, I might end up getting, it might be the best sour candy ever. Buff Bunny collection for you female types. Very aesthetically pleasing lighting. Always a plus. Alright guys, so we got football field here. Oh, sorry, basketball court, my bad. Yeah. Got this little run-up ladder. Alright guys, so we have a very special guest here. We have Christian Guzman. I literally just came up upon this guy, but let me just ask him. He's very busy running this whole facility that I literally just gave you guys all a rundown on. So Christian, just a few tips for success and productivity.
Productivity, honestly to me the biggest thing is being able to look at the bigger picture and prioritize what 3 things do I need to do today, right? And kind of not getting overwhelmed with, you know, never-ending task lists and things like that. Setting, you know, a realistic 3 things you can accomplish every day. If you can do that, and obviously like, have an idea of everything else that sort of needs to get done bigger picture, but just focus on those 3 instead of kind of being all over the place. And that's how things get done in a manner that will build up to a big picture. So yeah, that's number 1.
Yeah guys, and that's pretty cool. And that's a good strategy by Gary Vaynerchuk. When you come up to somebody important, you know that they don't have a lot of time on their hands, so just borrow 30 seconds of knowledge. But I've been following this guy for a really long time, and I respect a startup story because I'm going into the field of venture capital, mergers and acquisitions, and other things, and just studying what Alpha Elite Gym has gone to Alphaland. He's inspired a lot of people. Thanks, brother.
Thanks so much. Good luck at the channel. Good luck at that.
Yeah. Okay, so admittedly, I did not use good form when attempting CrossFit 22.2. So we're on the safer side today. We're going to be doing sumo deadlifts. This is going to be my last few warm-up sets at 405, and then we'll see what we can put together. Alright guys, so we just got done with the strength training portion. Now we're going to do some more Hyrox Race specific conditioning. Alright, let's get to it. Guys, so we're just wrapping up at Alpha Eats. We got ourselves a quesadilla, and you know how the good saying goes, the more you leave to God's hands, the more you'll see God's hand in everything. So we got 3 weeks, or 2.5 weeks until this race. Good training session today. I was really surprised that I almost pulled 5:45, even though I'm kind of like an endurance athlete right now. 7-mile run in the morning, so yeah, I will see you guys next episode. Like and subscribe.